Hello again, and welcome to I think this one is 19. So I think I lost count, and then I said the previous one was 18, but sorry, the previous one was 17, but I was 18. So here, this one is the this one is the 19th. Okay, so this is the 19 C# video tutorials, and what we are going to do here is I'm going to show you how to use the save button to save whatever data you put in here if you decide to change them. Okay, so we will double click this, and then it creates a new event handler for us, and then we are going to validate all the 5 text boxes. Okay, so what we are going to do is use an if and else statement to check if all those text boxes are empty. If they are empty, you prompt the person to actually input something before they save it. Okay, but we are going to do it for only four text boxes, because for some database users, some people don't add a password. So if we try and validate the password text box, then meaning the person can get a correct connection to their database, because they will have to actually input some password there whilst they don't have any password for their database. Okay, so let's just code and then let's continue. Okay, so if the first one is database, okay, so we validate database with text box one dot text is equal to empty. Empty. You do this, right? Else if text box, the next one, which is the password, which is 2. So that one we are not going to validate it, so we skip that one and go to 3, which is for the port. So we do text box 3 dot text is equal to empty. Then we will do something here. Then we go to the next one. We will do else if we do for that of the server, that's text box 4 dot text is equal to empty. And then we do the last one, else if text box 5 dot text is equal to empty. Then we will do whatever is here. Else now we will save whatever data the person provided, okay, in here. Okay, so what we are going to do here is prompt the person to enter something. We are going to use message box dot show. Let's just space this one a little. So what this is going to say is enter database name. The next one, so let's validate the next one, which is the text box 3 is for the port. So we do enter port number, and then the text box 4 is I think server. Okay, so enter server name, and then the last one is the username. Okay, so paste this one here and then enter username. Okay, so after the person has entered all that, you now would save the changes. Okay, so how we are going to save that is we are going to do it this way, so you just follow me and then you understand. We go to properties dot settings dot default dot, we take them one by one, right? So we go to database, and then we will be like we will be equal to whatever is inside the text box for the database. So the text box for the database is text box one dot text. Okay, so when we go to the design view, the database text box is text box 1, the password is 2, you know, like that. So we are going to do like that. We will set them like that. Let's just paste it here. I think it's 5. So the next one is password, and then the text box for that one is 2. So just untoggle this one. The next one is, I think it's port, right? And then that one is text box 3. The next one is let me check, server, that's text box 4. So text box 4 will be server, and then the last one is username, and then that one will text box 5, right? So when we do this, meaning we are equating whatever property this is to whatever text is inside the text box. Okay, and then even though we've equated this to this, if we equated this to this, meaning we are going to set whatever properties or text inside here to this property, doesn't mean it's going to save it when you click the button. So what you have to do now is add one last code here. I think I'm not really sure right now, but settings dot default dot save. When you do save, then that one, it saves all this for you, right? Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to run this application and see if everything works, and then we continue. Okay, so I think it was already running, but okay, so let's run it. And okay, so let's go to the connection, change connection string part. So when we open this form, it runs this part for us first, which is this one, and then it says whatever we've saved already into the text boxes, and then now we want to change them. So if you want to change them, let's try changing them like this. Let's just add 1 to this part, 1 to this part, 1 to this part, and see if it changes. Okay. So I was supposed to add a message box show here so that when it gets to this part it tells you saved, but then I didn't do it. But let's just try and see. So when we go to click, nothing is going to show, but we'll close the form and open it again and see if they've changed to this. So when we select this, okay, so now let's close it and then open it again. Okay, so it has been changed. Okay, it has been changed. Everything here has changed and it's working fine. So when you click this, it tells you it has saved this one, but then now what we have here will not correspond to any table we have in our database, and then it will not be able to connect if we use this data. Okay, so all this data has to correspond to whatever you created in your MySql or my PHPMyAdmin side. Okay, so let's just clear this and then get them back to how they were before. So let's save it and then we close the application, and then let me just add this last line of code and then just put details saved. Okay, so that it just prompts you that it has gotten to this part and then it has saved whatever. So let's run and then let's see. Okay, yes, so let me go here and then maybe we just select this one. It says details saved, right? But when we clear this one from here, it's going to prompt the user to enter a port number because there's nothing there. Okay, you see, so everything is working fine here. Let's put it back and then let's save it, and then everything is working fine. So thank you for watching, and then I will see you guys in the next video. Okay.